Imagine your child, quiet, calm, no trouble at all, walking into a stranger's home and calmly saying, "I kill my mom." This isn't a movie. This happened. And what he confessed next shook even the most hardened detectives. Kevin was 17, quiet, obsessed with video games. He wasn't a troublemaker. His mother, Kimberly, raised him alone. Neighbors saw a normal kid. But behind closed doors, Kevin was sinking into a disturbing mental spiral. March 2017, 2014. Kevin Davis snapped. There was no fight, no screaming, no warning. He looked at his mother and told her he loved her. Then, he picked up a hammer and brought it down again and again. But he didn't stop there. What happened next shocked even the most seasoned detectives. Kevin mutilated her body with a cold, methodical calm, as if he were testing something, experimenting. What he did wasn't just brutal, it was inhuman. And when it was over, he didn't cry, didn't panic, didn't hide. He simply left, calm, unbothered, casual, like he just finished a chore. After the killing, Kevin didn't run, didn't try to cover his tracks. He just walked. No destination, no emotion, just walked. Then, he knocked on a stranger's door. And when they answered, he looked them in the eye and said, "I killed someone." At first, the police thought he was bluffing. A prank, a troubled teen looking for attention. But in the interview room, they realized he wasn't lying. Kevin sat there, calm, still, void of any emotion. And then, he told them everything. Every last detail. No hesitation, no regret, no blinking, just a quiet voice, and a story that would haunt investigators for years to come. Why'd he do it? That was the question on everyone's mind. The motive, the meaning, the why. Kevin's answer was colder than anyone expected. He said he was just bored with life, tired of existing. No rai, no chatriz, no trauma to explain it. Just curiosity, a dark, twisted curiosity. He spoke openly about violent fantasies, about death, about necrophilia, not with shame, not with fear, but with interest, like he was describing a science experiment. This wasn't revenge. It wasn't a snap of anger. It was methodical, deliberate. This was experimentation. In court, Kevin Davis didn't fight the charges. He pled guilty. No trial, no defense. When the judge asked if he had anything to say, any last words, Kevin looked up, calm as ever, and said, "I don't have any regrets." Not a flicker of remorse, not even a blink. The courtroom went silent. He was sentenced to life in prison, locked away for what he did. But here's the part that chills people most. Kevin Davis will be eligible for parole in the year 2044, just 19 years after he murdered his own mother. Let that sink in. He could walk free. Someday. Think about that. Kevin Davis isn't some monster from a horror movie. He wasn't hiding in the shadows or lurking in alleyways. He was a teenager, living in a quiet apartment, playing video games, eating dinner with his mom. Just a kid, in a normal home, on a normal street. But behind that silence was something dark, something broken, and no one saw it coming. This case, it's not just about murder. It's about the signs we miss. The ones we brush off, the ones we never think matter. So now, the question isn't what he did. We already know that. The real question is, would you have seen the signs? Would any of us? If stories like this make you think twice, then make sure you're paying attention. Not just to the crime, but to the silence before it. Subscribe for more real cases and the disturbing truths hiding in plain sight.